welcome back to episode 4 of the Buzzer Beater podcast. Today Matthew will not be with us, but we do have me, Ian, and Devlin. Today we will be talking about our favorite thing in the NBA season so far. What we think will be the best team in 5 years, like that no one really talks about, so no like Lakers or Sixers. What's up with Eric Bledsoe, and after seeing some players play, if our most improved player has changed. So today we're starting this episode with, what are you liking most about the NBA season? Does someone else like to start?
I'll start. Well, I like how I'm blanking. Okay, hold on. Okay. Restart. I like how there's teams and players that are coming out that we didn't expect. Like for example, the Bucks, and if they keep it up, the Magic are playing well.
Mm-hmm.
And I like just like the surprise and that the Warriors, the Cavs, or the Celtics are just destroying everybody.
Yeah, I'd like to second that in saying that I'm really liking how certain players are coming up and impressing everybody. It's not just like every night, wow, Steph Curry put up 30 points and 8 assists. No, it's like last night, Tim Hardaway Jr. put up like 34 in the win against the Cavs, and like it's like Aaron Gordon, no one expects him to be averaging like 41 points and whatever he averaged the other night, which was insane. And I'm just really impressed with that. I'm really liking how you can't predict what's going to happen. No one predicted the Magic to be good. No one predicted Nikola Vucevic and Aaron Gordon to go out and have a crazy season if they can keep it up, you know?
Yeah, I agree with all of that. But I like how, like you guys all said, I like how there's different teams that are kind of surprising everybody. Like you said, the Magic and the Pacers are doing really well, especially without Paul George. Victor Oladipo and Miles Turner are taking a much bigger role on their new team.
And Darren Collison.
Yes, he's playing really good. I'm done.
Okay, I have to say that I'm really impressed with Nikola Vucevic. Well, this was from like 2 days ago, my stats. So, currently I have 23 points, 10 rebounds, and 2 assists. No one expected him to go up and put those kind of numbers. In my opinion, that's like top 5 center numbers. Like, no one expected him to be playing this well. Especially if he can keep it up this whole year, then he's going to be a major role in the Magic's offense. And I think the Magic could definitely slip into the playoffs.
This year?
Yes.
I don't know. Well, I think they'll slow down.
You don't think they'll keep it going?
No. I mean.
Well, would I? You can finish.
Good, but I don't know. I feel like I could either be totally right on this, or I could be just completely wrong. That's like their team isn't bad. Elfrid Payton's not a bad player. Like shooting the line, but Vucevic's a great player. Fournier's still on that. Fournier's still on the team, right?
Yes, he's playing well too.
Yeah, he's good. I like Mario Hezonja, if he's still there. I don't keep track of that. But
can you guys turn up the music a tiny bit, Devlin? Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think they'll slow down eventually.
Well, what I was thinking, it's kind of the same thing with Giannis. If you can put up good numbers for 5 consistent games, I think you might have either a slight slowdown. I'm only saying slight though. Like maybe Nikola Vucevic will become like a 20-point per game, maybe like 8 rebound, or he'll drop a couple points, drop a couple of rebounds. That's still good, and that's still more than we expected out of him. So we can't like be mad about that, you know? Well, I'm not saying we're mad, but like we still have to give him a bunch of credit for that, and that he's still going to be above average even if he takes a little bit step back.
Yeah.
Is that making any sense?
Yeah, it does.
And we're also... Can I say one more thing?
Go
thank
ahead.
you. Sorry, you muted so I can... I also have to bring up the fact that the Magic beat the Spurs and the Cavaliers. So, you can talk to them.
Hold on. Oh, alright.
I always knew Vucevic has always been above like average center, but he did prove that he's not just like slightly above average. That he is a good starting center that deserves his spot. He's never been like an all-star center in my opinion, but he can step up to that role if he needs to.
Well, not this year because they changed the All-Star game this year, so I don't think he's all-star level player this year.
Yeah.
Well, I know this wasn't one of the topics, but how do you guys feel about the new All-Star game format?
That's
fans are just gonna keep voting for like.
Sorry for this.
Is there like a team captain for like each like side like picks players?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was like
I don't think it's fan
the
voting at
two
all.
captains who. The two captains are LeBron and Curry because they were the two people who got the most votes last year for the All-Star game.
Well, it might be different this year.
Yeah. But I'm pretty sure they're the captains, and there's no way like LeBron's gonna pick Vucevic.
I guess. I also liked how they did it last year because in an underperforming Eastern Conference, that would make it so guys like Victor Oladipo could make it in. But now that you can pick anyone from either conference, I don't think people like Victor Oladipo or Nikola Vucevic are going to be able to get in a spot.
Oh, no way.
Were you going to expand on that or?
What's your opinion?
On the Magic?
No, the All-Star game format.
All-Star. Alright, I think it's like an advantage taking vote like when he's not an all-star. And I feel like since they're not gonna they want their team to win obviously, so they're not gonna take votes.
Alright, so I think we summed that up where we all kind of talked about how we're all just liking teams performing. So on to the next topic. Okay, our next topic is who we believe that the best team will be in about 5 or so years, but teams that people don't talk about. Like, we're excluding teams like the Sixers and the Bucks and the Lakers because those are in the Timberwolves. Those are 4 teams that people are always talking about and having a bright future. But who are some teams that you think could like come out of the blue and maybe impress someone in a couple years? Actually have a run in the playoffs?
I'll go for.
Okay.
I think the Nuggets.
Mm-hmm.
Jokic is really good and improving.
And 22 or 23? To add to that.
Millsap is obviously really good.
Old.
Yeah, but
He's going to retire in 5 years.
I like their guards. Gary Harris. I think Gary Harris is really talented.
Mm-hmm.
And
Jamal Murray, Emmanuel Mudiay.
Moody, I really like Moody.
He's underrated.
Who?
No one talks about Mudiay.
Oh yeah. He's really good. I wish he could shoot the ball a little better.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Okay. Devlin, who do you got?
I'm not quite sure. I'm gonna think on that for a minute.
Okay, I like to say the Magic or the Pacers because I guess we already talked about the Magic and how, Vucevic has a couple more. I think he's like 26 right now. Do you guys know?
He's
How old is Vucevic?
Okay, well, Aaron Gordon's still 20 something, like 20 young, 21, 22. Alfred Payton's young. Jonathan Isaac. They have a young core that could really develop. And also the Pacers. Oladipo still's got a couple more years till his prime. Miles Turner especially. Sabonis is playing pretty well. Filling in for Miles Turner, who's out right now.
Vucevic is 58.
Oh?
I'm trying to find how old he is.
go with the Magic because I personally really
27.
like Isaac.
Okay, so maybe not him, but
I like Jonathan Isaac. I believe he has lots of potential in this league, especially him playing like a point forward. He's 6'11", right?
no, he's not that tall.
Yeah, he is.
Who, Jonathan Simmons?
Isaac.
Oh, I think it's Jonathan Simmons. I was like, buddy.
Yeah, I think so.
Huh. I don't know anything. I don't know much about him, but
He reminds me a lot of Giannis, and I think you guys both know I'm a pretty big Giannis fan. But I'm not such a big fan of Alfred Payton. I know he's young, but he hasn't performed like at all.
yeah.
Nikola Vucevic is doing good. He's gonna hit his prime soon, is what I'm thinking.
The next year or two.
Yeah, he's 26. People usually hit their primes around like later 20s.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes earlier than that.
Yeah, Giannis.
LeBron.
But Aaron Gordon's like 22.
Young, very young still.
Yeah. He has good potential. I mainly like him because he can dunk, but
And he has a point.
Aaron Gordon shoot.
I'm not sure.
Gordon with a better jump shot.
If he had a jump shot, he'd be an amazing player.
Yeah.
I just want to say about the Pacers. The one game that Miles Turner played, he averaged 21, 14. Oh, I can hear myself.
I like Miles Turner. I have him on my fantasy.
Is Turner hurt?
Yeah, he's out with a concussion.
Oh. Injuries.
I know. There's so many injuries lately.
I have a topic.
Okay, we can throw it in, I guess.
What?
I said we can throw it in.
Okay. So, should NBA players be required to wear an ankle brace?
No.
Seriously?
Well, it cuts down movement a little bit. It's probably not the most comfortable thing in the world. And a lot of players, I think, players, it should be definitely, optional, of course. Players who've been, prone to hurting themselves. But there's certain players like James Harden who, he's quick. And Russell Westbrook, they're both quick, but they're not injury prone. So why would they need to wear one if they're not one to be hurting their ankles while playing?
Well, I think they should, because any player could hurt their ankles, injury prone or not.
Yeah.
And it's ruining the NBA.
I wouldn't say ruining, but
All these players are getting hurt. The Hawks are terrible. Dennis Schroeder goes down with an ankle injury. Nobody wants to see them play.
he's back in, but
Yeah, but what he did get hurt.
that's a good point.
I like.
So how about we just give ankle bracelets to the Hawks and the Hawks only? Devlin, you can talk.
I'm kind of on the fence about it because, like Ian said, ankle braces do help way better about controlling ankle injuries. And Cameron, would you rather have somebody score 2 points on you by driving to the back, you could get back on the field? And if it's not career ending, just have your ankle never be the same and walk back into the league knowing you'll never be the same?
Okay, you got a point. I think that point has given me a little bit of a different perspective, but I have to say that was a good point about 2 points or an injury. Okay, I like that. Okay, so there's a little bit of our talk about the best team and injuries in the NBA. We will start moving on to the next topic. Okay, our next topic is Eric Bledsoe, who has been not having the greatest times with the Suns organization. He's not been playing in games. He's been tweeting out that he wants to leave, and they've been working on trying to find a trade for him. What are your guys' thoughts on this?
I'll go first. Who was Eric Bledsoe drafted by? Was he drafted by the Suns?
I thought he was drafted by the Clippers.
Yeah,
Alright, well, that's true as well.
the Clippers or the Sixers?
Alright, I think he's just. I think he's gonna be in a dirt. Because the Suns suck.
Uh-huh.
I know that. And he doesn't want to play there. But I know they didn't draft him, but Eric Bledsoe's been known for playing for the Suns.
Yeah.
The Suns, if you're drafted, let's say Eric Bledsoe was drafted by the Suns. If you're drafted by a team, and then you start saying the stuff that he's saying, like, I don't want to be here to see subs, that team gave you a job.
Okay, can I argue with you really quickly? The difference...
$5 million.
The difference is that when you're put on a team and you lose by 40-something points for 2 out of 3 of your starting games and your team plays better without you, why would you want to be on that team? If you're younger, you have a difference because they gave you an opportunity to come play in the league. They gave you a training facility. They gave you all of that. It is different because he's in his prime. Other teams could feel free to take him. And he obviously wants to spend his prime where he can actually do something on a team that can actually win, not arguably the worst team in the league at the moment.
Well, if he leaves, then the Suns will be even worse.
That's not true. The Suns have been playing better without him.
Potential.
Undisputed.
The Suns have, if he stays, the Suns have Bledsoe, Booker, Josh Jackson. I think he's good. And that's 3 nice players right there. They just need, like, Josh Jackson to develop. If he waits, like, 2 or 3 more years, it would be a different story.
But are you willing to wait 2 to 3 years in your prime, losing games, to maybe potentially get to a playoff spot?
How old is Eric Bledsoe?
He's 26, 27.
If he waits 2 years, he'll be 28. He'll be fine.
But who wants to wait 2 years on a losing team when he can go spend his time on a winning team who actually has a chance of making the playoffs? The West is getting better and better, and that's slimming down the Phoenix Suns' playoff chances by that much.
That's a good point.
And I mean, it's not only helping him, but it's helping the franchise. If they're potentially playing better without him, then why not let him go? Have Tyler Ulis get the ball some more, Brandon Knight. Tyler Ulis is young. He has potential to be a good point guard. Why not give him the ball more instead of just playing under Eric Bledsoe? He can develop with Devin Booker, maybe bring in some star to help him out, and then they have a good team.
Well, they aren't starting Ulis. They're starting Mike James.
I don't even know who that is.
He's some guy that they picked up on a 2-way contract, who they are starting currently. Me and Ian went to the Blazer game, and he's like number 55, and we were both really confused because we didn't know who he was. He played pretty good, especially for somebody who's on a 2-way contract with the NBA.
Okay, well... Huh. Okay. Do you guys have anything else to say about this besides my huge argument?
What?
Do you guys have anything else to say besides me arguing a bunch?
I don't.
Delvin, do you have anything else to really put in this?
No, I don't know basketball.
Okay, so I guess also another thing is that the Suns tried to pull off a trade with the Knicks, and they asked for Frank Ntilikina, or whatever his name is. The Knicks weren't willing to give him up, which is smart because he's young and he has potential. And then supposedly I'm not sure if this is true or not, but supposedly they asked the Bucks for Malcolm Brogdon. And that's a lot to ask for because he has plenty of potential, and they already have a good ball handler and playmaker in Giannis, so they don't really need another one.
They tried to get Bledsoe for
Yeah.
I would do that trade.
If you were the Knicks?
Yeah.
Why?
No, Lika. He's really gonna be super good.
But what's the point of doing it? The Knicks' winning time isn't anytime soon. They have to wait for Kristaps to develop, for Willie Hernan-Gomez to develop. They have to wait for Frank to develop. their winning time isn't soon. So why get Eric Bledsoe when by the time their winning time could possibly be, he'll be 32, when they can have someone who's actually decent, has been with their franchise, and is ready to play with the other stars when they're 26, 27.
Yeah. All right. How many more topics do we have?
One more.
One more. All
Okay.
right. I've got.
On to our. Or do you have something to say, or do we move on?
No.
Okay, on to our next topic. Okay, on to the final topic of the episode. After seeing some certain players play, do you guys have any changes on your most improved? I believe at the start of our podcast, we all agreed on D'Angelo Russell being most improved. And I feel like he could still be a major candidate with Jeremy Lin out and him getting major ball time on the Nets. But do you guys have any other changes to your most improved?
Let me think. Devin, do you have anything to say?
I'm thinking Oladipo.
Yeah, definitely. Oladipo's averaging, oh, of course I didn't write it down. Right now, last time I checked, he's averaging 26, 5, and 4. That's insane. Those are great numbers. He's playing better than Paul George, last time I checked. I have the stat line where he's beating Paul George in points, rebounds, blocks, field goal percentage, and 3-point percentage.
Oh my god!
What?
It's crazy.
I know.
Crazy stats.
Yeah, I know. And I just think he's playing a lot better than he was last year, especially because now he can have the ball more without playing with Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, last year at the start of the year, he was the second option, but by the end of the year, he became like the third option behind Steven Adams, who started playing way better.
Mm-hmm.
Because Westbrook's just feeding Adams in the post, which just destroy everybody, and that's what happened. So he does have a much bigger role being the first option in Indiana now, especially when Miles Turner was out. He was like kind of the only option for Darren Collison to pass to.
I guess.
Because he's good.
Mm-hmm.
And he's playing way better than he ever could have on the Thunder with Westbrook dominated.
I still think the most improved is going to be D'Angelo Russell.
He's definitely a candidate.
Why do you think that?
Because I just think the Nets are obviously still terrible.
Mm-hmm.
So I just think he's just going to average more points than he did last year. More everything. And, yeah, I just all my argument. I just think he's going to just do better, like, improve.
Mm-hmm.
Not on the Lakers, on the Nets.
One player I think we could also give it to is Aaron Gordon, who, last time I checked, he was averaging 15 more points than last year, 5 more rebounds than last year.
Yeah.
I don't think I need to say much more about that. And I also have to say, disclaimer, I know it's super early to be saying this, but we're talking about right now, and from what we've seen, every team has played at least 5 games. So, of course, our opinions will change throughout the season, but this is from right now what we know.
Yeah.
Alright.
Do you guys have anything else you guys want to talk about?
No.
Devlin, do you have any topics or anything?
I talked about my thing earlier.
Oh, we talked about how Pat Connaughton's playing really well.
Wow,
Well, I don't think anyone else, unless you're a Blazer fan, will care about this, but considering we are all Portland natives, we are all big fans of the Blazers. And, Pat Connaughton, MVP, I mean, he's been playing pretty well. I don't know.
Yeah, we went to the Blazer game and he was balling. He's a knockdown shooter.
Yeah. He hit like three 3-pointers. Ed Davis got trapped in the post at one point. Like, I don't know, 7 seconds before the buzzer went off. He whipped it out to Conan, and Conan pump faked and just drilled the 3 for the buzzer. And then he made 2 other ones, and he caught a nice alley-oop.
Hmm.
Yeah, he's a good player.
It's kind of cool, like I was kind of saying at the beginning, how some players are just coming out and impressing everybody. And this probably this might.
I think some players are gonna eventually drop off, but still,
Mm-hmm.
even if they do, they still play great.
Yeah. Okay, well, I think that's gonna sum up episode 4 of the Buzzer Beater podcast. I think we're done. So, goodbye from me. You guys say goodbye. Or not.
Next week, so next week we're probably gonna have a special guest.
Yeah. You guys don't tell them who, but you can wait for that. So,
Okay,
bye.
bye.
Devlin, say bye. Say bye.
I did say bye.